Hello guys, welcome to King of Sahara yet again. Today we're actually seeing the last game in the group stage that's gonna be AZ1 versus AZ2. So after Hello guys, welcome to King of Sahara yet
Wait.
again. Today we're actually seeing the last Okay, sorry guys, I had my browser open still. So, yeah, in either way, we're gonna finish this when we finish this matchup. It's basically just the Super 16 games that we have to watch, and I think everybody's looking forward to that. Also, I've got Dave with me today um, to commentate with me, so it's gonna be awesome.
Hello
Um,
guys.
yo, um, so I guess I could show you the groups. Um, Maybe you can see really quickly for yourself which teams progressed further. But yeah, let's check out the polls. So as we see here, AZ1 has 24% versus 76% by AZ2. So Young One and Mash, they seem to be the underdog in the community's opinion. What do you think about that, Dave?
I certainly couldn't decide which one is better. I like both of these teams,
Oh
and
yeah,
I would say they are evenly matched.
it's a tough. It's tough to decide indeed. But I guess Kron and Demon. Uh, I guess they're a better team just because I feel like Mash he can be underwhelming. He's decent, but it's all
I
gonna
think he's
depend.
not used to STD.
It's gonna depend on Young One, how much he can carry. I think. So yeah, I think we're ready now. I'm in the game. Shall I do the countdown, Dave?
1 sec. Your voice is cutting out a lot for me on the Discord. Maybe we should try joining
Oh,
a server.
oh, sorry. You don't hear me well. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Let's go Skype then,
Maybe.
okay? We'll be right back,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that little interruption. So, we are ready to go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, guys, we're live. So, let's see. For AZ Team 2, that's Crown and Demon King. Demon King is French, good all-round nation, aggressive, despot. And Aztec for Crown. So both nations quite aggressive, I would say. On the other side, Young One is Greeks and Koreans for Mash. I saw that Mash went for a defensive nation. Maybe that's like the strategy. Mash just wants to survive while Young One does, the heavy lifting. Um, Dave, I'm actually interested what you can say about Greeks, because I don't know, man. Sometimes Greeks seems to be overpowered. Sometimes Greeks seem to be a bit less good. I'm not sure where to rank them really or how to play them.
Well, it depends a lot on the setup, I think. sometimes they can be the strongest with good rares, but sometimes they can be really underwhelming.
Mm. What kind of
Looking at
rares
the rare
would you
like
prefer?
sugar that he has, and I prefer gold rares, so I can spam heavy cavalry and raid. I think that's the best for Greeks.
Because in Nomad, I'm always looking for science rares, knowledge rares when I'm Greeks, but in Standard, I guess a gold rare is still preferable.
Yep, because Greeks have so much knowledge even from the beginning that they don't need it so much in standard.
Yeah,
I
makes
find
sense.
myself not building scholars at all early because it's not needed.
Okay. So yeah, if you look at the rares, obviously Young One has decent rares, I'd say, in his vicinity. Sugar, gems, bison. Um,
I would have went for Com 1 early just for these rares. It's a nice setup for him, I think.
do you mean Com
Sugar
1 before
after
Civ?
science.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
I mean, yep, for Greeks. Because he has sugar and bison really close, he could get his food income even
Oh
faster
yeah,
than
I
with
get it.
second
Yeah, he
city.
could build a market and get those rares and use them. Crown, it seems to be that Crown is less lucky in terms of rares. The only, well, he has a nice combo, I guess. If you look at horses and cotton, maybe maybe those rares have some synergy between them. You know, for a heavy raiding playstyle, but still nothing.
Where is this horses?
On Crown,
Oh,
on his
I found
capital.
it. He didn't
Yeah.
scout it yet.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's sad. Yeah, he actually doesn't know about cotton as well, but I do think he's gonna find them eventually. He must, being at this level.
It's an interesting city placement by him. He built to the side because he wanted that wood, but at the same time he kind of won't be able to use his nation powers for a bit because he's so far away from his opponent.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make raiding and aggressive plays, much harder. And also, perhaps, at the moment, sorry, he only has one mountain really that is accessible to him. Well,
At one point he will have to push forward for that big mountain
yeah, that's for
up
sure.
front.
That's for sure. He will have to build forward in a while.
Demon King has a really nice spot for second city. It's protected by these trees and he has two mountains there. It's gonna be difficult to raid.
This is actually a very beautiful place. Plus 80, a plus 80 woodcutters camp as well there on the front city. I guess if he builds a lumber mill in the second city, he's gonna be pretty decent in terms of wood. I think he can reach a plus 200.
Yep.
Yeah, let's look at Mash. We haven't really talked much about him. He has Pappy, he has Silk, that's two library rares. He's on his way to Salt. All in all, seems to be doing pretty fine, but his food income is a bit underwhelming.
Food is really low. He
Yeah.
didn't build any farms.
Even not, yeah, he just
On the
totally
other hand,
forgot
he has
about it.
two markets for some reason.
Yeah, some intermediate players, they understand the game well, but they just prioritize the wrong things at times. Like, yeah, market is not your priority when your food is still low. That's for sure. But I'm gonna give him one thing, and that's, Mash has some nice rare control. He is using Pappy Silk, Salt, and
He has
Sugar.
5 merchants already, 6 merchants already.
Oh yeah, and he's even
It's really nice, but it also puts him on the spot because he has to protect all of them, and I don't think that will be successful.
oh yeah, that depends on how Demon King plays, and given that Demon King is, known more for his nomad skills, maybe Demon King isn't, so aggressive in terms of raiding. Perhaps we'll see about that. But
Somehow Mesh still aged relatively fast with just 50 food income. That's weird.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did a good job scouting. Not really, man. Both, for AZ Team 1, the ruins are underwhelming, man. 300 for Young One, 150 for Mash, and 550 for
Oh
Demon
yeah,
King and Crown. So, yeah, that's interesting.
that gives them a really nice start. I mean, the AZ2 guys, both of them got really nice ruins.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody aged now. Kron is going for Civ 2, so I'm curious where he's gonna build that. I guess as we said before, he's gonna try to get this mountain. Thanks for the donation. I got a prolaze fan donated 10 euros. What a name. I appreciate it.
It's fitting.
Yeah. So Young One is gonna be actually he's building his third city before Crown is able to, and I think that's gonna make it a bit harder for Crown to control that mountain. Well, I mean, I think Young Ones will still get some equity there, yeah, with that border push. And he's getting a temple ASAP as well. I'm at 620 just in case.
Yep, same.
Perfect. I'm gonna pause for a sec. For some reason, my chat isn't showing. Let me fix this. Let me oh yeah, it is. It's on the other side. Okay. So yeah, I'll unpause in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Sorry guys, I haven't casted for a while. It's sometimes. Anyway, Young One has a nice eco. I feel like one closing in on the 150. Crown is still at the 100 mark. His third city is still not being built, and man, Crown is playing a bit special. What do you think about his city placements in general?
Well, I think he wants to grab that center wood, but I don't think he needs it. He needs metal badly. So he should push for that mountain, even if he can't have all of it.
Like, yeah, that's true. I mean, probably he thinks that he can get that silver, covered at the same time. But I feel like a Greek player, if he starts raiding with his heavy horses, then Kron is very exposed everywhere. Everywhere he has caravan routes that are open for raids. However, Kron did a pretty good job at building some towers in his first and second city, so he still is covering himself. By the way, hey Jitin, hey Lelouch, welcome guys. I see you. Man, look at Mash's rare control. It seems like AZ Team... which one is it? AZ Team 1? Nah, AZ Team 2, Kron and Demon King, they aren't raiding their opponent at all. So, all those rares being
I don't think
used.
I've seen any raids so far.
No. Problem is that, I would give Mash and Young One the upper hand in terms of rares. Because the only nice rares for Demon King and Crown really is, I guess, silver, diamonds, and horses. Some light horses raids here. Crown does have attrition, which is nice. So far, a very peaceful game, man.
Mash is raiding the peacocks that he's also using in enemy territory. and the
That's
Demon King
quite
used
cocky.
ambush.
Oh yeah, I see. He tried
And
to,
he saves his merchant.
yeah. Yeah, that's a nice move. That's, he shows that he actually knows some special stuff. Like not everybody. I know about it, but I probably wouldn't even think of using that feature. Haven't really used it in the past. This
Mash
seems,
is making a mistake here, I think. He should be moving those horse archers away, or at least one
yeah,
of them.
should have changed position indeed.
There comes another light horse. I think both of these
Yeah,
horse archers are gonna die. And his food income is still low. He should be spamming a lot of farms already.
he is now, but it's a bit too late, man. Like, for example, he has plus 140 metal income. So he has like 10 villagers working on the metal mines. It's better to just take 5 of them and fill your city with farms.
Also, he went Civ 2 but didn't build his city.
Alright, yeah, so we do see that he does make some mistakes here and there. For example, as well, he's using the citrus in Demon
Well,
King's corner.
maybe he thinks Demon King won't raid it because
Yeah, but still, is it worth it?
I
I'm
guess
not
not.
sure. Yeah. Meanwhile, Demon King, I mean, he is gonna he's overtaking Mash, that's for sure. Let's look at the libraries and compare them. So, Mash's library is alright. He has all the level 2 researches except commerce. But Demon King is better off. He already has his science level 3 and he has com 2 as well. His wood is plus 200. So he's doing really well.
I'd say Kron and the Young One are pretty balanced. The Young One has a better boom overall. So I think it will fall to him to win his side because Mash is not close to Demon King.
Yeah.
It's weird that both of these really aggressive nations are just booming Sims City style.
Yeah, I think that's just, the nomad in them. Yeah.
But of course, both of them are really powerful in Gunpowder Age as well, so maybe it's a good idea.
Yeah, like Kron, potentially he can do a lot of damage once he reaches Gunpowder. He's getting his science level 3 as well, but he still isn't that close, man. I think he should get another university at least. He's capped at, 7 scholars at the moment. And his knowledge should be a bit higher, I think, if he wants to reach Gunpowder fast enough. Demon King, he has no trouble, man. He even went Civic level 3 instead of aging ASAP. So that tells me that he's feeling really comfortable. He's not feeling any pressure, or he doesn't feel threatened at all. Otherwise, he would opt to just age as soon as possible.
Mash finally completed his third city in a weird spot because there's nothing there except
Yeah,
peacocks, but peacocks is not really useful in standard.
you're
Other than
right,
the
man.
gold income.
He has a nice, I guess, army here to defend the completion of the city, but yeah, there's no economic potential here at all. Maybe he can, at least bribe this tower as soon as possible. That would be actually a nice move, He would deny this city as well in that case.
I think I'm a bit ahead of you because he already bribed the tower in my replay.
Oh yeah, I'm at 12:40. I should have shared my screen with you, but I guess we'll do that for the next game.
I can just check on YouTube.
Yeah, or do that, but I'll share my screen next game anyway. So young one, if you look at him, he actually has an army that's, you know, he has those slingers which are very shitty, but you know, obviously he's gunpowder now, so he's gonna upgrade them to
I
what you
think he's
call
going
it,
for the cap sack on Kron.
arquebusiers. Yeah, it's very likely. It's very likely. Two sieges there. I'm not sure if he can pull it off. I feel like
Yeah, but Kron is rather unprepared, and he's
he
getting his
is,
castle at the wrong, the wrong city.
and
I
that's
would have built the castle to the
actually,
capital a long time ago.
you would have built the castle on the cap.
Yep,
Okay.
already, because it's quite exposed and there's no lookout tower either.
Yeah, at least he should have had a lookout tower, that's for sure. And you know, that's actually Kron's own fault. He he opted to build in this manner, sideways to Young One, so that gives Young
And
One
his
three
supply line is
options.
going to be far away. His
Yeah.
barracks are not in the right spot
Yeah, that's another
for
problem.
this.
hmm
Young one could potentially kill him because he's just aging now.
Yeah, you're right, man. Kron hasn't aged yet, and economy-wise,
Oh.
Young One is doing well, so it's not like Kron has the economic advantage. Let's see. So yeah, there's actually a good chance that... Okay, Kron did change his capital. I didn't notice that, but he did raise his senate, so that was a nice move by him. But nevertheless, I think he's still gonna lose that city. And Demon King is on its way. I like that he reacted fast. And Ismash... Nah, Mash has a nice army, man. He has a lot of knights making sieges, so potentially Mash could punish Demon King for this rotation.
Yeah, he always spams a lot of units, but it would be better if he would use them.
True that.
He needs to attack right now because Young One is being doubled. And it's never a good idea to be doubled against Aztecs.
No. Young One did capture the city. He got a lot of plunder, I saw. But he seems to be falling back. And that's because his army, like, it was pretty unbalanced. He doesn't have any heavy cavalry. He doesn't have any pikemen. So, like, basically those two heavy knights are all that's needed to push Young One back. Okay, so Kron is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. But yeah, Mash, he's too passive, man. Yeah, and now he's just gonna siege this siege factory. You know, it's pretty useless, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He did get the Colossus. I didn't see that happening, but okay, I guess it's nice.
It's something, but his gold income is still not even close to Demon King's.
Yeah, if you multiply 0 by infinity, it's still 0, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, like Demon King, he's getting ready, man. He's sizing Mash up. Mash is just like a appetizer for him at this point, I think. And you know, I'm pretty sure he's almost enlightenment. He could be very soon, yeah. And he's French as well. He has that healing, and um, damn, AZ Mash has like 10 hoplites, but none of them are upgraded.
Yeah.
So actually, right now, I feel like even though Young Ones seemed to be dominating here, I feel like Kron has fully recovered because first of all he has better science income, better eco overall, and he actually has the army to defend himself right now. So Demon King's help there was very much needed.
And actually, he has a better eco than Young One.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
even with that and the plunder, he could win by himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he could actually. So it does look good for Demon King and Crown for AZ Team 2.
Demon King has already enough knowledge to age.
Oh yeah, let's look. Yep, he just needs his mill level 4. I like that Kron is you know, he's trying to raid. Meanwhile, in the back, always nice.
He
Let's
did
see.
some damage.
Yeah, but so far it doesn't look doesn't look like his raids are very successful. But you know, it's still nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Demon King is asking Kron if he's okay. If I would answer, you know, yeah, he's doing fine. He has a better eco. He can't forget about the army. I think he should spam a little bit more, maybe more heavy knights, you know, some more infantry, because you don't want to take any risks.
He should place more production buildings at that city. Because Young One has been focusing on that city for a while.
The city of Tenoch Titlan.
Yep.
So what would those production buildings do exactly?
I mean, stables and barracks.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. But I feel like he kind of forgot about making infantry. He's only starting to make infantry now, which I feel like he should have been doing a while ago already, so, you know.
There's a battle going between Mash and Demon King.
I'm at 1925, by the way.
I'm 5 seconds behind.
Okay. So I see Mash is going for this bombard, and then yeah, there goes the engagement, it seems. Demon King actually is aging to enlightenment, so maybe it's even in his best interest to pull back. Cause
Yeah, but he can win already. He has better armor and monarchy. He will just win by himself.
Oh yeah,
even
man.
Without the age advantage.
You're right. Like, Mash has such a huge army, but his units disappear faster than Demon King's units. So yeah, we see armor in action, and you know, the Monarch against the Senator. Is a Senator in friendly territory? I mean, because of the healing, is it on par with like just a Despot? If you fight, I mean, for me it's a close one. I'm not sure.
I'd rather fight with the Senator if it's on friendly territory.
Yeah.
Healing is nice, and Despot doesn't really give anything other than plunder.
Yeah. Oof, Young One, yeah, he feels the pressure. He's really trying to make something happen, but this is not a good situation.
Doesn't
Castle
look like
fire.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Oof, Kron bribed 2 of Young One's heavy cavalry. That's big. That's a big thing, man. You can't underestimate the power of, you know, just bribing 2 heavy horses like that. Nice move. So yeah, young one seems like he will have to fall back. Also, young one is actually ready to age.
Yep, Crown is aging too. The problem is it's a losing battle that they are fighting at this point. Demon King is easily winning his side.
Yep. This castle is gonna go down, and then the rest of Mash's empire is pretty exposed after that. So yeah, I do agree with you, Jitin. Mash, he knows how to get his army up, but yeah, he forgets using it a lot of times. And actually having an army without using it is literally negative. It's literally bad, because you spend resources that you could have put in your economy, but if you're not using that army that you made, then you literally spent your resources for nothing almost.
Yeah. I'd say one of the first rules of this game is know what you are investing in. So if you're investing in army, you should use it.
Yeah, for sure.
Young one is still putting pressure.
Let's see. Well, young one, for me it seems like, well, yeah, he's building more army. Does he have sieges? Yeah, he does. So yeah, I guess young one is going for a second for a second try. But man, if you compare the ecos of Kron and young one, Kron completely overtook young one on all fronts. Meanwhile, yeah, Mash is falling. That's a fact. He's gonna fall. I don't think that young one can do much really.
Even on his side, he doesn't have the advantage, so he cannot win by himself.
Yeah.
After that initial help by Demon King, Kron overtook him.
And it seems like Kron is actually happy with the situation. It seems to me that he's perfectly fine with having the defender's role, because if you look at his eco, it's going up every time I click on him. On Kron, his eco is a little bit higher, so that tells me he's just building army, just booming up, while young one, he can't really work on his economy while he's trying to really aggress. He's spending all his resources into his army.
Yep. Also, Kron, I think he knows that he doesn't have to win, he just needs to hold, and that's enough.
Yeah, interesting tactics.
No need to risk.
Yeah, indeed. Interesting tactics by Kron. He went for a cheeky flank with the cavalry.
He entrenched his musketeers.
Yeah,
but the
so
problem is they are not firing because they are out of range.
yeah,
the cavalry
he
are
should
fighting alone.
micromanage those. I don't know if he actually did himself, if he helped himself or not. I'm not sure with that flank move.
I think he went in a little early.
Yeah, perhaps.
He should have waited for young one to charge in for the city, I guess.
Yeah, because he kind of threw his cavalry in front without any support really. Yeah, so he threw his cavalry just into the arms of young one. But it's not like he really lost a lot. The question is more like, was it worth it or not? He's still fine. Talking about Kron.
Yeah.
Mash, no chance. sadly for him, this game. His capital is gonna fall. Okay, I see Young One calling the GG.
Yep.
Very nice.
They give a good fight, but
Oh yeah, that is.
both the nations and the gameplay by AZ2 was better in this game. They had better ruins from the start. It gave them a really nice advantage.
But in this case, I think it's just Demon King and Crown just scouted better, because the difference is too big to be, you know, just
that's
unlucky.
just luck that they got so much more. I saw Mash not scouting as much early. He only used his scout.
Yeah, so
that was it.
Remember, guys, always scout. If you look at the stats economy-wise, Demon King is pretty much dominating on all fronts. Yeah, Mash is a bit, you know, underwhelming. Almost half of Demon King in some respects. Military-wise, Demon King, yeah, dominated. Mash had a very tough time, and Kron and Young One, you know, they had kind of a stalemate going on over there. So yeah, that will be game 1, and we will be right back with game 2, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back and ready, so I'll start the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, welcome, guys. So game 1 was won by AZ2, so here is game 2. Mash this time is America, and Young One is Lakota. So Lakota is pretty much the best nation if you know how to play it, and I hope Young One does know. Maybe standard is a bit different. However, nah. I mean, if you know how to play them in Nomad, you should be able to play them in standard. So yeah, that's it for Mash and Young One's nations. On the other side, Demon King, this time Greeks, and British for Crown. I guess we have to say that Mash and Young One have the better nations. What do you think?
Well, I guess, yep. But like you said, you have to know how to use Lakota, and Young One is not spamming enough villagers. He is going for Civic 1, but he didn't make more villagers, and he's not scouting with enough of them.
Yeah, I see the problem. He's basically scouting like you would scout with a regular nation, almost. Like Jitin scouts like this with a default nation.
Mash is just scouting with his scout and nothing else.
Oh.
I don't know why he built a temple. So that's weird.
It's he built a temple to get extra border push for his city, but I mean, is it worth it? Nah.
It's too much of an investment. I actually did this once, but it was because I couldn't place my city because of some rocks, and it was a really nice place.
Oh, okay.
So It made sense then, but it doesn't really make sense now, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't. He didn't really gain anything substantial, and Demon King has gems in his territory, which is a nice rare. So either way, what Mash did here with his temple, it's gonna get countered again with that gems. What else does Demon King have? Bison, horses. Well, he has some okay rares. You know, he has some
The diamonds
options.
is really nice for Kron. It's easily protectable as well.
Yeah, true that. That's perfect for Kron. Does he have anything else though? Not really, man. Nothing like. Okay, he does have silk
But it's
and wool.
dangerous to use.
Yeah, silk is too dangerous. Especially, you know, young one. He actually used Lakota's power and he built as close to Kron as he could. Almost. He secured that cotton. But at the same time, young one didn't build that far away that he's really gonna expose his caravan route, which is nice.
Yeah, I like his city placement too. His villager count is a bit low. He should at least build enough to have 90.
Yeah, I agree. That's actually something we've seen a lot in the group stage when people played Lakota. And yeah, that's, you know, not having enough villagers. But it seems like he is building more. I see that, you know, it's queuing. So I guess he's gonna correct himself.
Yeah, a bit too late, but better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. Let's
There's
see.
also still a lot of ground to scout. We could use those extra villagers to scout.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
now.
Man,
There's
if
Puppy,
you
but
you're right, man, about that about the scouting. The Lakota players should scout more. That's one. Mash should scout more as well. Just overall, that's not enough. And if you compare, you know, the map, the mini map of Demon King and Crown against the mini map of Young One and Mash, you see a big difference. Like Young One and Mash, they maybe have scouted half the map at best, while, you know, Demon King and Crown, they have a lot of information already about the enemy rares, about the enemy positions, where are the, you know, woodcutters camps. It all makes a big difference.
yep. Scouting is really important, not just for yourself to find out what you have, but to find out what the enemy has.
Yep, like you can't rate something if you don't know that it exists, you know.
Yeah, I think this is especially true for rares.
Mhm. That's right. They did get all the corner rares. I mean, they scouted all the corner rares, which is still nice. Demon King could do a better job of scouting his side of the map. You know, Kron did a wonderful job. He scouted really well, but Demon King, he doesn't know, you know, the corner rare here on Mash's side. And
Yeah,
yeah.
he would make really good use of those horses. With
Oh yeah.
weeks.
Oh yeah, he hasn't scouted that yet as well. That's a bit unlucky, I guess, because he did scout the corner, but, you know, try again, Demon
It's
King.
a bit far away from the corner.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
Let's see what rares the players are actually using at the moment. Kron is using Silk and Diamonds. Wait, is that correct? Dye and Diamonds, I'm sorry. Where's Dye? Okay, here is Dye. Between Demon King and Kron. Well, decent rares, I'd say, given that, you know, Dye is something that he's gonna need anyway, very shortly for his Civics level 2. And yeah, of course, Diamonds is nice. But Young One, on the other side, the enemy of Kron, you might say, He has better rares for sure, man. Look at that. Pappy, silver, tobacco, cotton, sugar. Damn, that's a lot. I hope Kron is gonna raid for at least, cause if he's not, then he's gonna have a tough time.
Young one did a nice job actually of getting his eco up. He has quite a lot of metal.
Oh yeah, he went calm level
He-
2.
But Kron is also doing a good job at keeping level.
Yeah, he has a decent eco as well.
His gold income is better.
Yeah, partly.
Demon King is
Yeah, go ahead.
Demon King is just doing what he did last game. Booming.
Yeah, he's just getting all the library researches. He doesn't care. He doesn't need military level 2.
Well, if he's not getting raided, then he really doesn't need it.
Yeah, and I guess being Demon King, he already experienced how Mash plays last time. He knows that Mash is quite passive, so why not? Why not boom? Especially being Greeks, you know.
Yeah.
So Demon King is pinging to Crown. He's saying like, look at this cap by Young One, very exposed. Perhaps I would like it if they would double that, just for the team play.
Yeah. Mash is in a tough spot to help if they do.
Yeah. Young One looking for some raids, I guess. Interesting for Kron, he still doesn't have a single level 2 research, and it's getting quite late in my opinion.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of gold stacked as well, so yeah, you can get some scholars, bro. Yeah, he does have a lot of options, that's for sure.
Kron did get attrition. It's a
That's
nice move to counter.
Yeah, Kron
This young
has...
one cannot militia rush him either now.
Nope. Kron has some nice basics that he really executes well, like that attrition. Last game he got that research as well, so yeah, he doesn't forget about those. And now basically this raiding party, which you know, Young One put a lot of resources into making these 3 units. They are just falling back without having done any damage. And for a large part, I think attrition was, you know, the determining factor.
Young one is going for a 4th city, I don't know why. I guess he really wants that silk.
I mean, he got that silk anyway. It's not like that silk was... He could have just towered it as well, I feel like. Wow, that's crazy. Civic level 3.
That's some cipher level stuff.
This is like the ultimate Tetris.
His eco is nice, I guess.
Dude,
Kron is just stacking up resources.
it's gonna be painful for you to watch, but Mash is... maybe he's crazy. Look at his food income. The same mistake, so... I don't know, man.
Copy paste from last game.
And I remember before this, he played better, man. He didn't do that weird food thing. in the past.
This thing of stacking up army actually like works out for him a bit because he's Americans.
Yeah, true that. So maybe this
I
time
guess.
he can be super powerful. But yeah, he can't compete with Demon King's eco. That
Demon
metal.
King has a lot of technology already.
Oh yeah, I believe you. Yeah, science level 3 already. It's basically the same, completely the same playstyle by Demon King and by Mash. So maybe we can expect a similar outcome as the last game. So uh, look at Young One's eco though. It's pretty damn great, man. 200 for food and wood basically. Um,
Karan has 1,000 metal. I hope he sells some of them.
yeah, he can get a lot of scholars, you know. Um, so yeah, the players are hitting medieval age. Demon King is, he is very passive, obviously, because he's booming, but at the same time, I see that he's trying to pressure a young one with raids, and he even has a raider in Mash's territory. I like this a lot because even though he is not doing much, he's still trying to support his teammate where he can and do some damage.
Alright, nice to see that Karan finally spent his resources. His eco is now pretty good. And his knowledge as well.
But he does have a better gold and knowledge income, so I'd say that Kron is doing very well for himself. And Young One will have a tough time. Also, it looks like Young One is kind of maybe he will go for a gunpowder age push. I'm not sure, man, but possibly because he got that siege factory there already. So I mean, he should be. I think he's aiming to attack, rather soon than late.
His library looks weird.
Yeah, I saw, man. I mean,
But I think it's going to be tough to kill British. And Demon King is way ahead. He's already gunpowder.
and he's only increasing his lead, basically. Yeah, Mash, he still is making the same mistakes, but it's kind of normal. It's not like he would learn something after playing one game. But like one of my problems is that he built catapults, but he wasn't even planning to use them. So why would you build them? I think he just he doesn't think much of it, but he should actually pay attention to such things. He's probably casually like clicking on the catapult. He's like, oh, let me build a catapult. But if you want to be the best of the best, every decision you make should be conscious.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why I would be at 2 catapults and not attack.
Yeah, like I mean, he obviously wasn't even planning to attack, but yeah, it is what it is. Man, I'm actually very pleasantly surprised by Kron. His eco is tremendous, man. I actually like how he's playing, man. Also, some details like the placement of his buildings. If you see, if you check out London, like his granary is blocking this little entrance. That's possible for raiding, I guess. Like this granary is also kind of blocking, this pathway here, and that's actually something that I've been paying attention myself to lately. I try to build my buildings in a very conscious, I really try to think it through. I try to kind of block possible raiding routes by using like a university granary market and such.
Yeah, you can actually make a nice wall just by building those.
Yeah, and that makes so that you don't have to invest as much resources into defending. For example, like a wall like that and a tower may be enough to like completely defend your city, while otherwise you would possibly need like two towers or whatever.
Yeah, or when the enemy brings his army to raid you, he won't be able to run away as easily.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, that's right. So damn, man, these games by AZ, they are very friendly, man. You can really see that they are all clan mates. No overly aggressive moves at all. It's quite quite boring actually at times, because yeah, they're just booming. They're just literally booming. And the question is, who's doing a better job? At the moment, the player that's it's a tough call, man. I think maybe I would give Kron even the edge, possibly. Let's see.
He has the highest knowledge income.
Yeah, I think
Demon
Kron.
King did not Demon King did not improve his knowledge income for a while, but I see that's because he is going in for the attack already.
And also kind of funny, Mash has built those archers way back in the classical age, I think. And now it's the gunpowder age, and yeah, those archers are, they're obsolete now by this point. And he didn't even use them. Yep,
I
King.
think he's going to lose that city.
Yeah, King has a tremendous army. I mean, basically those Stratiotai, yeah, the most beautiful horses in any RTS game, in my opinion.
And also the strongest.
Yeah.
Mash doesn't have the armor upgrade, or
a
he
castle
didn't
even.
research the.
Oh yeah, he does have a castle.
He does have a castle, but he didn't research, and he didn't research the free government either.
So yeah, Mash, if you're watching this, take a notebook. Armor upgrade, tactics, and especially being America, you get a free government, so you should research it. Yeah. Anyway, it looks like Demon King, yeah, he is gonna take the city very soon.
Kron has his decoy army ready.
Where? I don't see it. Okay.
I might be ahead of you again.
I'm at 1755.
Yeah, I will wait.
Sure. Okay, Boston has fallen. Those archers are gonna just get ripped apart. Oh yeah, hey, Sermon. That's right, Sermon has an additional comment. and that is that, you know, potentially building your buildings on the edge of the radius will give you a bigger uh, line of sight. So maybe you can spot like a raider passing by. Yeah, and I do
Yeah,
see that army by Kron. I'm at 1836. So yeah, he has a lot of decoys there.
and also one more thing about that thing you mentioned. Like horse archers will fire at the building if it's
Oh yeah,
if
true
it's
that.
built in a way,
So
and it can reveal.
do you would you use no fire mode for that situation specifically?
I do use it sometimes for that,
That's interesting,
but
man.
there's not always time because you have to switch back and
Yeah, sometimes I guess it's not
difficult.
worth it, you know. Sometimes it's better to just let them go there fast, and then if you have another battle going on at the same time, you know, sometimes it's better to use your attention elsewhere rather than to focus on some little things that don't matter that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Kron is actually dominating, I feel like, against Young One. I don't know, what did Young One do wrong? Because we did say that Young One has basically the best nation, but maybe he didn't play in a way that, you know, his play style wasn't suited for Lakota, maybe. Would you say that Lakota usually should be aggressive, or can they boom as well?
I think it's the fact that they can do both at the same time makes them so great.
Okay.
Since they can build horses and they get income from it, and they can raid at the same time. Stuff like that really makes them strong.
Well, so you might say that Young One didn't really use Lakota to its full potential then, because he didn't really aggress.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he could, like you said, he could have actually done both at the same time. Both
But of
booming
course
and
it's hard to do. I guess Lakota is the strongest only if the player really knows how to use the advantages.
yeah.
Otherwise they are mostly average, I guess.
Demon King, Enlightenment. Kron is, you know, he's researching it, so no problem for him.
I think Young One learned from his mistake of last game and built 6 explorers.
Yeah, overkill. Lol, interesting towers by AZ Crown. I don't know what to think of it even. I hope he deletes them. I don't think so. Should have deleted them, but yeah.
I think it's the same story as last game. Kron and Young One are kind of trading blows, but Demon King is dominating his side.
Like, Young One did a good job recovering. Look at his economy is actually on par with Crown, but his gold is half of Crown's gold income.
Yeah.
But still, he did quite a nice job of recovering, because I remember economy-wise his situation was worse before.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mash got defeated. Let's see what, you know, if Young One is still gonna try something. Not that he can do much, but, you know, for the honor. So yeah, there's not really much to comment on. Obviously, Demon King is running his ass off towards, you know, Young One, and yeah, it's GG anyway. Um,
It's a close call between Kron and Young One.
that is, man, actually closer than I thought. I kind of assumed that Kron would take this one, but
Yeah, his board income is much better.
yeah, that means he can possibly spam more heavy cavalry, while maybe for Young One, his gold is bottlenecking, cavalry production. Anyway, this the GG's is called. It's GG, ladies and gentlemen. So Demon King and Crown take this second game as well, which I mean, congratulations to them. They proceed into the Super 16, and with this, we actually can conclude the group stage. The group stage is over. So yeah, that's cool. So we'll only see Super 16 games from now on, which are super exciting. By the way, people have played some of the matches already, so do expect some live streams of King of Sahara in the near future. Um, yeah, I think that will be it. Thanks, Dave, for casting with me today. Um, and yeah, guys, we'll see you later. And yeah, take care.
Bye bye.